Hi, my name is Kevin. I'm here with my co-host.
Hey, and my name is Roxy, and we are here today with Nevaeh. Today we're going to be talking about choosing your friends wisely. Hi, Nevaeh. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good. Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Um, Kevin, what were we talking about? I think I briefly mentioned it.
Choosing a friend.
And what do we want to say about choosing? How do we choose friends? What does the word choose even mean? Like, what does that mean?
Choosing is like picking out or selecting someone or something as being the best or most appropriate or of two or more alternatives.
So that means like if I have more than one of something, picking between the two of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you guys think that it's possible to have more than one friend?
Yeah.
Mm,
You think so? It's possible to have more than one friend. What do you think, Nevaeh? Can you have more than one friend?
of course, if they're the right one, if you feel like they're the right one, yeah, you can have more than just one friend.
Okay. So what makes the friend the right one? How do you know if you have the right kind of friend?
If she has the
Um,
same values as you.
Okay. If they have the same values that you have, what do you think, Nevaeh? What do you think makes it the right kind of friend? What's the right friend?
like if they like if like their spirituality, and also like their actions and what they do, and also like we have to get to know somebody before even picking a friend for real. So like we can see their actions and how they're feeling, and if we get to know that person, we know, okay, this is the right one that I want to be my friend.
So do you think that how your friend treats you matters? If they're a good friend or not? What do you think, Kevin? If does how your friend treats you determine whether or not they're a good friend?
Mhm. They treat you bad, they're probably not the friend for you.
Hmm.
What do you think, Nevaeh? Do you think if your friend, depending on how your friend treats you, do you think that that makes them a good friend or a bad friend?
Mm, um, I can say kinda, because like if they don't treat you the way that you want to be treated, like you say, if you treat them nice but they treat you badly, and also it's really because we have to really get to know the person, but based on their actions and their based on their actions, it kind of debates if they should be your friend or not. Just kind.
Okay. So I know that inside of the book, young people ask questions um, that matter. The answers that matter. It talks about how there are certain things that a friend should possess in order to be able to be a good friend. I know that it says that they have to have admirable qualities, they should live by praiseworthy standards, and that they should have a positive influence on you. So when we talk about positive influences, what do you think that means? What do you think? What do you guys think that that means? What is a positive influence? What do you think a positive influence is, Kevin?
Uh, I really don't know.
No. Okay. So positive influence. What do you think it is, Nevaeh? I'm sorry before I answer it. Did you have something?
um, I think a positive influence means that, like, influence you, like a positive, like, I'm not thinking of social media, but like a positive action towards you or a positive income on you.
Yep. It's definitely how they act. It is the things, the choices that they make in order to be able to um when they're around you. So um there's this scripture at First Corinthians 15:33 that says that bad associations ruin good habits. I don't know. Have you ever heard that scripture before? Okay. So what that scripture is basically saying is if you hang around bad people, then generally you'll tend to do bad things too. People generally want to be accepted, especially young people. So they tend to act and do certain things that other young people around them do as well.
Become somebody that's next to them, like they know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, some people it's a habit. It's not even intentional all the time. Sometimes you just want to fit in, right? So if your
Yeah.
friends are doing stuff, then you
You
might
want to
tend to
do it.
do it too. hmm What was you saying, Kevin?
I say you want to do it. Do the same thing that they do.
Yeah.
Just to
And
be
then
Go ahead, Nevaeh.
also like Kevin said, when we hang around other people, like we want to feel accepted. Like if other people are doing something and then like okay, I'm the only Jehovah's Witnesses in my class and I only have the only real religion. And then some people ask me, okay, like what is that? So when some people they don't have the same religion as ours, they have their own religion and they do their own thing. So when we watch those other people and feel comfortable, we're like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do what they're doing. But that's actually wrong. So we don't want to make bad decisions from not saying bad people, but people who's making wrong choices.
Definitely, definitely. And sometimes that's not easy, right? Because, like I said, you usually tend to want to fit in. You want to be able to have friends. You don't want to be like the only person in your class and feel like you don't have no friends. But if the friends that you're choosing to hang around are doing bad things all the time, then generally that means that you'll tend to do bad things too. So we want to always make sure that we have good friends who are positive influences who will step up and tell us, like, hey, if we do something wrong, that's something that's not right. Um, and correct us when we're wrong as well. And then we also want to be able to correct those friends without it being an issue. Because a real friend, you should be able to correct them when they're wrong, and they should be able to correct you without you getting upset or without them getting upset. Because if you get upset when I try to tell you something that's right, then you can't be my real friend.
Yeah.
Hmm?
What you think? You think you should be able to tell your friend when they right or wrong?
Yes. If they're wrong about something, then they can end up. If they keep doing that, they can end up sharing it to other people, which will share to other people. It'll spread around.
Yeah.
And then sooner or later, everyone else is doing bad things and stuff. If it's something good, though, and you spreading that around, yeah, everyone can do good things as well. But you're supposed to tell them what's wrong or what's right because if you don't tell them, then if they could do something wrong and you don't tell them, then that can end up spreading to everybody else, and then the world becomes disaster.
And then I want to say something about that too.
Mhm.
Like if they're doing something wrong, then like okay, you're my friend. I don't want anything bad happen to you, and I don't want you to get in trouble of anything that you did wrong. Cause I'm trying to help you not to get in trouble or do the wrong thing. Because if somebody's my friend, like I have a best friend, She's real special to me, but if she's doing something wrong, I have to correct her and tell her, okay, stop doing this, because I don't want you to get in trouble. And she does that to me too. So we both should accept, and we both should listen to other people and see what we're doing. Like, um, okay, I understand what I'm doing wrong. So, when other we should listen to other people so that we can catch what we're doing wrong.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Being a good listener is part of being a good friend, for sure. What do you think about being forgiving? Do you think that friends forgive one another if they're wrong, if they do something wrong to one another? Do you think that friends should be forgiving to one another?
Yes.
Yes.
Why? If why should I forgive you if you hurt my feelings? Why? Why should I forgive you?
Because if you forgive somebody, and they okay. So let's do it. If you forgive that person, they then and they and
Go ahead, think it through. Why? Why are we forgiving our friends?
if you forgive that person, they can actually end up doing something that's good. If you because you
Hmm.
forgiving them, you basically giving them a second chance,
Right?
which would they could improve in that second chance. Like if they really take the forgiveness like serious, they can do good things instead of the bad things that they did before.
That's right. When you forgive them, it could cause them to change their
But
path.
but there is one thing wrong. If you forgive them and the forgiveness doesn't really help them and they still doing the same thing, then yeah, that's
Then what do you do in that situation? Do you have a good friend?
no.
Then that means maybe you need to figure out your friends, right?
Yeah. Man, I want to
Mhm.
say something about that too.
What do you think about being forgiven, Nevaeh?
Um, so if a person say, okay, why should I forgive you who did this to me? But if we hurt somebody real bad, we probably need to give them time. And then we can go back to them again and say, I'm sorry for doing this and that. And also it can and also we don't know what other our friends are going through. They probably lost a their loved one or anything. But we should not just assume that okay, she's all right, so I can just say anything to her. But
Hmm.
we should think about okay, she's feeling something. I should ask her what's going on with her. But if we don't think about how they're feeling, they might not forgive us, but we might forgive them of what they did for us. Because if we say, okay, why can't you forgive me if I forgave you in the problem that we had? It's
Hmm.
probably because you hurted their feelings real badly.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, too, remember this, we all imperfect, right? So I may do something that might hurt your feelings next week. And if I want to be forgiven, then I have to learn how to be a good forgiver as well. It's a benefit to everybody. None of us are perfect. So we definitely do want to be forgiving of our friends. Now, I'm not saying forgive everything, right? Because, like Kevin said, if they continue to keep hurting you or they continue to keep doing the same thing over and over again, then that's not right.
That's not
Yeah.
And that's not a friend, right? It's not a friend because I'm not going to intentionally continue to hurt you if you're my real friend, right?
Yeah.
So we just want to be mindful of those kind of things when choosing friends. What else? What other qualities do we need to be looking at in a good friend? What else does a good friend do for us? What do you
They
think?
hmm.
What does it mean to be a good friend? What other things can you look for in your good friend?
helps you when you hurt.
Yep.
Or
Um,
or if you got something on your mind, you want to get it out, you can talk to them about it, and they'll talk back to you, and then like you gonna get it out your mind, and then because they gonna help you get it out your mind, and uh, just to keep you company, when you feel like you alone, get a friend that keep you company. You're not alone all the time. Especially when you want to do something fun, but you don't want to do that thing that's fun if you don't got none if you don't got no one else to be with you to do that thing that's fun. Then having a friend, like I said, company can also help you with that, so you don't feel like you're the only one witnessing something. Especially when something bad happens, like you don't want to just be the only one seeing it. You want somebody else to see it too. So then you're not. So then when you tell somebody they don't like not believe it, then you can have a friend that would also tell that person what they saw, which is the same thing you saw, and then so later, then that person in front of them too will know that they aren't telling a lie. It's true, and then so later it's gonna spread.
So what you're saying is, you want to have a friend that's gonna have your back,
Mhm.
somebody that you can talk to, that you can confide in, somebody that's gonna be a good listener, somebody that you can do fun things with, and somebody that is gonna make sure to keep you straight and make sure that when y'all both witness something, um, that they don't think that you lying because you have somebody that had your back that was there. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What you think, Nevaeh? Anything you want to add?
Somebody who can stick up for you in problems, like if we're getting messed with, they can say, okay, I can at least I'm missing my friend. She didn't do anything wrong. Someone who we can stick for life. Like my mom and my auntie, they've been friends since they were little. They were friends for life. Like I want to be friends for life with my best friend Shalise. And also someone who's kind, who's uplifting, who makes you feel good, and also most importantly, who um who loves you like a sister or like a brother.
Someone who doesn't break promise.
Like it. Somebody who doesn't break promises, somebody who
Oh
looks to
yes,
see, six
break the
feet.
promises.
Yes, yes. And what about us personally? Do you think in order to have good friends, do you think it's important for us to be good friends?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
If you
Why do I need to be a good friend in order to have good friends?
Because if you're being like very good to one of your friends, you can end up getting other friends the same way. And if you're not being a good friend like that, you can end up losing a friend that you already have, and you don't get as much friends as you really wanted.
Um, what do you think, Nevaeh?
If we treat others the way we want to be treated, and if we show respect, and if we show gratitude, which is, means being thankful for what we have, and if someone gives us something and a friend gives us something we're not thankful, like, okay, I didn't even want this, like, don't give this to me. We need to have gratitude and be thankful for others, and then we have to respect them like they respect us, and we should use the golden rule. It's treat others the way you want to be treated.
And your friend will stick to you longer.
So true. It's so true. We definitely need to be a good friend in order to be able to have a good friend. Otherwise, we are the bad friend that
Yes.
somebody else is throwing away.
Yes.
And we don't want to be that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what about this? What about um introducing your friend to other friends? What if you have a friend and your other friend doesn't like your friend? What do you do in that situation? Say I got a friend and her name is okay, Nabia, you said your best friend's name is Shalise.
Mhm.
Say you and Shalise go and hang out with your new friend Tiffany. And
Mhm.
Tiffany decides she doesn't like Shalise.
Mhm.
What do you do in that situation? Do you drop Shalise as a friend because Tiffany doesn't like her? Or
No.
how what do you do? How do you make that work?
We can make that work by, like, we can explain. her personality and what she does. And also we can explain to Shalise that okay, Tiffany, she's a nice girl. She's nice. She's funny. We can explain to Tiffany that Shalise is nice, funny, she's helpful. So y'all both can get along and can be friends.
Like reading characteristics.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing which one does the most good and which one does the most bad.
Oh, so you think you should look at them both equally as friends and see which one you should choose? Um, okay, okay. So that could be one option for if it doesn't work out. What else would you do if they just decided, nope, I don't want to be her friend. I don't like her. She thinks she cute. And I just don't you can keep her as a friend, but I'm not gonna keep her as a friend. What do you do in that situation?
Don't bring them to each other again.
Do
Keep
you,
them where they at.
you keep them separate?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, what you think, Nevaeh? Do you
Or
keep them separate? Do you not bring them around one another anymore?
Okay, this one's kind of tricky. Um, it will probably make it worse. Cause say if I went to me and Shalise went to a party and
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany was there, so
Mm-hmm.
and she would get mad. So
Yeah.
probably I would not be friends with Tiffany no more.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because we got to be realistic about this. This kind of stuff happens a lot. You know, you come into a friendship with somebody, and then maybe you meet somebody else, and you're like, hey, I like them. And they're like, hey, I like you too. And then you're friends with them. And then you bring them with your other friends, and then everybody doesn't get along. So we want to be mindful of those kind of situations too when it comes to our friends. Like you said, Nevaeh, we definitely want to try to outline the good qualities in each one of them. We want to sit them down. Hey, I'm friends with both of you. I think that you do this well. I think that you do this well, and give them the opportunity to talk about what each other does well to try to see if we can get them to all be friends. Um, and then continue to try to do things that both parties like. Find out the root of the problem. Why is it exactly that Tiffany doesn't like Shalise? Did she do something or say something that
Yeah.
hurt her feelings? Maybe it could be just as simple as an apology.
figure out the problem and try to fix it.
Right, right. We're gonna try to fix it. Is it something? If it's something that's just not gonna happen, and they just can't get along, and they just not friends at all, then at that point, you have to make the decision whether or not you just gonna separate yourself from them. If the friendship with Shalise and Tiffany is worth it, if it's realistic, and then you make the decision from there, right?
Yeah.
I was about to say something.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to
You
think.
forgot it.
I'm
That's
trying.
okay, because I got another question.
I forgot things too.
What about your parents? Do you think that parents are a good um person to go to, or adult figures are good people to go to in order to be able to help you choose your friends wisely?
Of course, because they know and they know like okay, I'm trying to say this right. Because my mom says this to me every time I'm getting the problem with a friend. Um, like I live high, you have lived longer than you. I have
Hmm.
experienced what you have experienced as a little child.
Hmm.
But like, cause they were little child, they were little children too, and they experienced that stuff, so they give you advice, and also they can be a friend to you because they love you, and like I feel like because me and my mama like we're like everybody in my family says that me and my mom look the same, so like she's like a sister to me, like I call her my twin, like she's my twin sister. And I can go to her about anything because she loves me and she experienced what I have experienced when she was my age.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think, Kevin? Do you think moms or dads or uncles and aunties, even grandparents, other adults that are in your life would be good figures to go to talk about friends and give you good advice on how to keep and make good friends?
Yes, because they've been through that same thing. And uh, mm, yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. That's all you need. That's a definite. Um, so I think that it's really true. You definitely always want to use all of your resources when it comes to finding friends, right? Other adults are always a good option to be able to go to. Like you said, they know, not only do they know and have been through the situations before, but they also know you and they know what type of person you are. And the different things that you've been through and what you could potentially tolerate that you may or may not see. So they have the ability to be able to help you to grow. And even if they don't approve of your friends, generally there's a reason. So even if I be like, you know what, Kevin, I don't like Todd, and I don't like you hanging around with him. I don't think that he's a good person. It's not that I'm picking on Todd. It's that I see things in Todd.
That I don't see that you don't like.
That's right. That I may know that may not be appropriate or that he doesn't show or things that he may do um in the background when he's with other friends that he probably wouldn't do around other adults, but adults have discernment.
And then I feel like you do that because you're worried about your son, and also
Mhm.
probably Todd's like they're probably on the streets
Yeah,
doing stuff that they're not
Mhm.
supposed to. And then I
exactly.
understand probably like Kevin, how old are you?
13,
Seven. You said 17.
13.
He
Oh,
13.
oh, 13. And like I know they're teenagers, and then they feel like they just grown, and they feel like they what they want to do, but your mother is just trying to protect you because she loves you, and that she doesn't want anything bad happening to you. So that's why we should choose our friends wisely so we don't get caught up in stuff we're not supposed to.
That's right. This is the one situation when you're choosing friends where you are supposed to discriminate. You are supposed to use your art of perception
So,
and choose to see the difference between a good person and a bad person.
you tripping?
Definitely. You want to choose people that um, are positive, that have a sound mind, and that choose to do good things and not bad things, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. So to to recap it all up, because we've talked about a lot of things today. We talked about how to make good friends. We learned what it means to be able to choose a friend and what it means to be able to be a good friend, right? We also talked about different things that good friends will do in order to be able to be good friends. Like, what were some of those things that we talked about? What does it take to be a good friend? Y'all could just
Doing nice things. Right.
right.
Like, uh, I would go with the clear when you're shopping with your parents or something, and they are trying to buy a whole bunch of things, but some shopping carts have a little stick pole that you can't take the cart outside and
Hmm.
stuff, and they have to actually carry it, but it's a lot of bags. You should help your mom carry all the
Hmm.
bags. She can't just do it by herself.
Yeah.
Should take First of all, it's gonna take a whole bunch of time that you need. Versus if you want to do something else, got plans, and it's just too many bags. It's not
So,
it's not fun.
Ooh. Oh, I know that feel. I know that feeling. I have to, because me and my grandma, we be shopping from Kroger, Family Dollar. We be shopping from two of those places at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but we be shopping Kroger first, then Family Dollar. We have to take all those bags, and it's snowing outside. We have to take all those bags to the door and then walk them up with the stairs. I have to help my grandma with it, but she lets me carry the same bags because I am so weak. I can't even carry those heavy bags on my arms and my hands are gonna hurt, bro.
Especially because it's cold right now, and if you carrying all them bags in the cold like that,
ah, one last question. I just thought about um, what about age? Do you think that um there's a appropriate age for a friend? Like, do you think that you can have friends that are older than you? Because we've been learning. I used to think that if you if you
That
have friends, then you shouldn't have friends that's more than so many years older than you. Because you guys aren't doing the same things. You're not thinking the
Yeah.
same way. They're
Yeah.
more mature. But
uh,
we've been learning at the meeting that you can have older friends. Like, it's okay to have older friends
they
because, like you
just
said, you can help them do certain things. You can help them carry groceries
they can't do
and be there
nothing.
for them.
They can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Since I have like think two other old. I think I have like had two older friends.
Mm-hmm.
One's in like, cause I'm in fifth grade. One's in I think seventh, and then I think one of them is in sixth grade.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you think, Kevin? What do you think about older friends?
I can't. You can't have an older friend. You just gotta know that if he's doing things that are bad, you can't be a friend with the older person.
Um,
If he's doing good things and he's not like doing grown up stuff, like he's a grown up. If he is old like that, he is a grown up. But if he doesn't do grown up stuff, but he doesn't do kid, like he's just in the middle, both. But he doesn't do like smoking, drinking, and nothing like that. That's bad for your health and stuff. You can't
Mm-hmm.
be a friend with him.
all right.
And
So,
if they're being mean to other people because they think they're that old, that if they go to someone that's younger than them and try being mean to them, that leads to you can't be friends with that person.
Yeah, and then I want to say something about that. Thank you for bringing that up because I want to say something about that.
mhm,
Um, Sometimes people say, okay, when I ask to be a friend, okay, I was like, sure, let's be friends. But no, it's a trap. 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 They are going to try to mess with you. Your own friend that they said yes to. It's a trap. Do not fall for it. Cause I went for it a lot of times. Cause I had one girl. She was just playing with me. She didn't even want to be my friend. She didn't want to mess with me because I was being so nice.
yeah.
I,
People will take advantage.
I had an older friend who always embarrassed me, like literally, since we have social media now. Um,
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
and I'm connected to his social media because I thought we were like, that type of friends. Uh, he used to make jokes because he has other friends that are also the same age as him, and they usually like because they like doing fun things, like extreme fun things. They're boys, they do
Mhm.
that, but they like to prank me a lot and stuff, and usually it goes too far because when they're pranking, it usually be him holding his phone with his other friend. No, his friends holding their phone camera on. It be him and his other friends holding their phones up, and then he like grab do something that is mean, like pushing me or something, uh since it's snow, he'll like take a snowball and like throw it at me or something,
Oh
or
yeah.
like, shoot me with what they call
Is
BB
it
gun
that?
or
Oh,
BB
the
gun,
with the one with the
gel
uh.
blast, water ball,
Is it that too?
water
Oh
gun.
yeah, my cousin used to do that. That hurt my arm.
It was gel blaster or BB guns or airsoft gun, whatever, and it was usually hurt me and stuff. They'll like see me because to me, airsoft, like you just said, it hurts. Airsoft, BB gun, or gel blasters hurt a lot, and I
Yeah.
usually like do funny things when it hits me. Cause like when it hits me, like I want to like cover it and stuff. Like I don't want to get hit again in the same spot.
Oh yeah, I
And
do
then
that. I do
I
the same
start,
thing.
they start shooting me around, but then they like pretend like I'm doing the dance or something because they're so small when they fly into the like
You
past the
can't see
camera,
it.
you can't see it. So then they think I'm just doing a dance or something, and they make like a music thing to cover up the sound, so you don't really hear the gun.
So it's a meme. Basically they being
And then
mean
they
and
post it, and then everyone else like watching it, and then it's just embarrassing because what if I walk around in school because everyone else probably has the same app and stuff, and they just see that from off his, you know, thing. And so then they start
Yeah.
talking trash about talking about some dance dancey boy and stuff like that.
which
All it
is
means.
so
Oh, that's hard.
so that's definitely not a good friend. Um, we don't even want to be associated with other people that are doing mean things or treating us mean. That could be considered bullying. And we talked about bullying last week. And if anybody is mistreating you or doing something that's harmful to you, then they're definitely bullying you, and that is not okay. So you have to definitely disassociate yourself with people who are doing those things, whether they older or younger.
Yeah, even like people with social media, like you have to be careful with that because if you be a friend who's really on social media that much, and also I feel like it was another because if there was friends shooting with a BB gun, there had to be another person, probably behind the bush or something, recording you and then post it. Because I watched this one show and she used to bully everybody because she like used to cancel them or something like that, and then post it all over school. And then her friend, she posted something about her dad, and then she walked over to school, and then people was laughing. So we don't want to associate people like that. And then the people that we hang around, we need to watch the people we hang around, and also like sometimes I need to be careful with social media because we don't want to get too attached to it.
For sure. That's a topic that we definitely gonna have to jump into, right? Because social media is ruling everything now.
And it's not just about age of bullying. You could also bully somebody by their looks. If they're have a certain disease or something with their face or something. Like if their face is messed up and somebody don't like that, then
I
you can
mean,
start bullying.
any characteristic or no characteristics at all could cause you to bully somebody. People bully and get bullied all the time, but the main purpose, especially for today, we talking about staying away from those kind of people. So you don't even want to associate yourself with people. If your friend is bullying someone else, then they're not a good friend. And you
Mm,
don't want to be around them at all. You don't want to associate yourself with anybody that's doing anything that's displeasing, right?
Mhm.
yeah.
We always want to be positive, and have friends, like you said, Nevaeh, with good values, right, Kevin? I
Mhm.
think you said good values. People that are doing good things, positive things, upbuilding, uplifting. A friend that's gonna listen to you, that'll allow you to be a good listener, that's gonna be helpful, um,
Grateful.
that's gonna be good for you, that you can do fun things with, that you don't have to worry about getting in trouble with, um, or for. Um, that's not gonna make you look bad in association, and that's gonna be a benefit to you, and not somebody that's gonna be negative to you, right?
Yeah.
Um, so we talked about all of these different things. What's one thing, if you could have one thing to take away from today, that you will look for in a good friend? In your next, when you're looking for your next good friend and you choosing your friends wisely, what's one thing that you will look for?
I would look for their personality and how they're acting, and also look for how they would, and I would look for like see how they treat other people, and then like okay, she might treat me this way, and if she doesn't, we can just choose another friend and see if they treat me that way, and just keep trying till we find the right friend.
Right.
Stopping
I like
people
it.
from stopping people from bullying. It's heal. It's
So you would look for friends that
don't
don't
bully at all.
Okay. Okay.
Don't mess with people.
Okay. So for me, because even adults, even we as adults have to make sure we're cautious about choosing good friends and the people that we decide we want to associate with. So me as an adult, I my takeaway is that I'm going to look for a friend who has positive values, who shares some of the things that I share, things that I like to do. Being that um yeah, no, it's just somebody that is doing positive things, that enjoys doing some of the things that I like to do, and it's not negative. Like you said, doesn't isn't bullying or hurting my feelings. All right.
Mhm.
So I like it. We talked about a lot of good things today, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are so enlightening. Y'all helped everybody who's listening to be able to choose their friends wisely and make good decisions when it comes to picking a friend. Yeah, that's the purpose today. So I want to say thank you guys. And if any last words, if you have any last words, now's the time.
Um, I do. It was actually real nice to talk about this because I have went through a lot of things
Hmm.
with friends and also with my great grandmother because ever since she died, I have been making mistakes and I know I'm imperfect.
Hmm.
But now I learned this. Now I can make new friends and right friends, and also I can treat other people the way I want to be treated, and I can just see if they're the right friend.
I like it. You
Like
got
I
any?
said in our last video we did before,
Hmm.
uh, I would actually use what we learned today, and like if we end up being in one of those problems that we just talked about, and then we can know how to fix them and stuff because we just talked about it, and what we said today was really helpful.
Good. I like it. So my last thing I'm gonna say is, if you're a praying person and you're watching this, and you read the Bible, definitely look up 1 Corinthians 15:33. That's one of the very first scriptures I learned. My grandmother used to drill it into my head. Bad association does spoil useful habits. So we always want to make sure that we're picking the right friends and we're choosing our friends wisely. Okay. All right. Now, y'all have a good evening. Till next time.
We